Okay, everybody, 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here on our Friday afternoon. I am actually off today, but I wanted to get a quick update in here on the tropics as we now have Tropical Storm Bonnie, finally. Winds at 40 miles per hour, not very impressive. Some strengthening, though, and you can see on the satellite here, it actually does look a little bit better. That's Nicaragua right there. That is Costa Rica right there. There's the border. And Costa Rica, I don't think they've ever been hit this time of the year. I think it's only been like 7 or 8 times they've been hit with anything, and it's usually in September or beyond, September, October. I don't think it's going to be terrible, but it's certainly rare to say the least that this happens. Now, here's the other thing too. Right now we've got winds at 30 knots, so it's just barely a tropical storm, really. But we're forecasting from the Hurricane Center to go higher before landfall tonight. So you can see it looks better. It's got a good flow wrapping around it. So it will be strengthening a little bit. But then here they go. They've got it by tomorrow morning, still at around 40-mile-per-hour winds coming off of land. And then by tomorrow night, it's increasing in intensity. And then you can see they've got it coming all the way out. This is Mexico here. There's Baja in the upper left-hand corner here. And you can see they've got it as a Cat 1. Some models have it as a Cat 2. Hurricane Center has it as a tropical storm, getting close to hurricane strength by the time we get out towards Monday morning in the Pacific. Now, there's different lists of names for the Atlantic versus the Pacific, but because this may not fall apart over Central America, it will likely keep the name Bonnie and push off towards the west-northwest, as you can see there. Once it gets up in here, there's a lot colder water, excuse me, and that'll knock it out. Okay, so that's that. Now, you know what? Let me show you this because we do have some stuff going on with. I'll just kind of sum everything up for you. Here's what it looks like now. You can see we've got Bonnie down here. We've got this system, which I showed you yesterday. Still don't think it has any issues, but rain, of course, more than anything else. But we'll take a look at that. And the 10% chance, by the way, of development. And then we've got this wave that's right over Barbados now at this particular time with about a 10% chance of developing. This is going to move westward into the Caribbean Sea and likely not really do much. Conditions aren't very good. So here's the track on Bonnie. Kind of showed you that. You can see the track here going off to the north and the west. All right, now let's go over. Let's start up here. Let me get you over here. The Hurricane Center has now named this thing that's off the Carolina coast. It is now called Invest 96L, and it's right here. So there's Savannah, all right, Jacksonville down here, and you can see the spin, clearly see the spin. I mean, they're saying it only has a 10% chance, but look, the water's warm enough. You see the winds wrapping around here, and if this drifts, it looks like it's drifting a little bit to the east, and if it's out over the Gulf Stream, and if it can wrap some moisture around here, I mean, I could see a better than 10% chance that this thing technically fits a depression at least, right? So no big deal. I mean, it's just throwing some rain into South Carolina and up into North Carolina as well, too. I kind of from that area, got a bunch of friends there, and I'm sure Facebook is going to be telling me, when's it going to stop raining? When's it going to stop raining? Because they're going to get a lot of it. More clouds than anything else. I just don't think it does anything, so something to keep an eye on. But it will drag some moisture there for the next couple of days. The problem is, can he get it in and get it out in time for 4th of July? Here's what it looks like on the models. They actually obviously are running stuff on it. So you can see this is the ensembles of the GFS right there. They just basically drag it right along the coast, right over Wilmington, right over Cape Morehead City, Cape Lookout, right over Hatteras even. So slow moving system over the next couple of days. Since I got you here, let me pull up a model on here just to kind of give you an idea where that one will go in timing, because it could actually affect, especially parts of the Outer Banks, even on Monday, 4th of July. Just thinking fireworks, right? So this is the GFS model. We'll just use this one. Let's get up here. We got North Carolina in there. There we go. We'll do this. All right, so I'll probably have to move. Yeah, I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. Give us a better view here. There we go. Okay, so let's come back to what we have today. And you can see systems right here east of Savannah for the most part. GFS not doing much. This is out through tomorrow morning sunrise right there. See this flare up out here? That to me looks like what's happening now. It's starting to drift a little offshore, getting it away from land, and that could give it a little chance to flare up. Now let's go into Saturday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. Look at the rain coming into Myrtle Beach, up towards Wilmington, Southport area. And then you get up in the Sunday morning sunrise, and it's just kind of an elongated low pressure, if that even. But you can see all the rain up into the Outer Banks, and this is Sunday afternoon. Now there's a frontal boundary here, and that's probably going to cause more issues than anything else, because that is Sunday night. There's the front pushing south through Monday morning. Look at that. If that gets through there, yeah, that's about fireworks time right there. So a few afternoon showers and storms, I think, are going to be okay as far as that's concerned. Intensity forecast models on it, you see that doesn't really do too much with it. And that was actually going to push off, try and strengthen the next 24 to 48 hours. And then you can see after about 3 days, it's kind of falling apart. Yeah, we'll see. But key to see here is that a lot of models do have this getting the winds up to 40 miles per hour, which would give it a tropical storm status. So only a 10% chance from the Hurricane Center at this particular point. While I'm on the models here, let's go back and talk about the wave in the Atlantic, the Caribbean. Actually, let me just go down here, get a little bit closer view of it. So what I'm talking about is this wave that's sitting right in here, okay? Actually down here in the lower right-hand corner. Can you see that? So that kind of moves west into the Caribbean. I'm talking this area right in here now. This is, well, that's next week. Hold on. This thing jumped on me. There it is. So there's our wave. See it right there? Now it goes into the Western Caribbean. Nothing really closing off. The model is taking it up towards Puerto Rico and Hispaniola by Sunday and Sunday night. Then in the Bahamas by Monday afternoon. Now the GFS, you can see it's kind of sitting in here over Cuba. It's just extra moisture, nothing developing at this point. The GFS has been a little bit further south with this. This, by the way, is Tuesday afternoon. So what I would watch for us is we would get something where we'd get a bunch of moisture coming up into here, and we just have, slightly heavier. This is the wave right here, and it just kind of is doing something like this, right? The European is actually, at least it was yesterday. I haven't looked at it today, but it's actually a little bit further to the north with that. Let's back up a little bit so we can see the moisture coming through. So there it is in the Bahamas. I'm backing up. So let's go into Monday. See how much further to the north it is? And look at that. That's Tuesday afternoon in South Florida, and Tuesday night for us, really. Nothing developing, but what it's doing, it's saying that, hey, we're going to have some higher rain chances if that does happen by the time it gets towards Tuesday and Tuesday night into Wednesday. All right, guys, that's it. Just a quick one for today. Just kind of keep you updated. It's that time of year where things start to pop. And what happens is in the tropics, we tend to see things kind of pop all at once. So we've got Bonnie. We've got this one not really doing much. We've got this one not really doing too much. And then we have this 95 that went in Texas and Louisiana, still raining there. And we even had a good little spin yesterday right here in the Panhandle of Florida with a lot of rain. So kind of these things happen in waves. And then things will go quiet again. But as far as named storms, we only have Bonnie, and that will be crossing later tonight into tomorrow across Central America and out into the Pacific. All right, guys, I'm off for the weekend. Enjoy the 4th. Thanks for tuning in. If you're on my Facebook page, don't forget you can watch these videos over on YouTube. Well, if you're just flipping channels, subscribe to my channel there. That'll really pop up for you whenever I do any of these updates. Okay, guys, have a great weekend.